Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coffee and Cards with Michelle. I'm Michelle Zanovich, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And every Monday through Friday morning, I come and craft with you live here on my Making Memories with Michelle Facebook page. Wow, what a weekend. I ran a virtual retreat for 32 women. We were supposed to be stamping at the beach. We were going to go to Shell Island, North Carolina, right off the coast over at Wrightsville Beach in Wilmington. And I've had this planned since October. And well, we all know what happened in the best laid plans. So in the last 2 weeks, I turned a 3-day in-person stamping retreat into a fun-filled, jam-packed virtual crafting retreat. And let me tell you, we were crafting for 15 to 18 hours online all weekend long. So it was a blast. I cannot wait to do the next one, whether it's in person or whether it's virtual. We know that it works. So thanks for joining me here today. I am thrilled to be back with you. Now, if you tuned in on Saturday morning to my Crafty Saturday, which is at 9 a.m., just to shake things up a little bit, if you were able to craft with me on Saturday morning, you will know that I was talking to you about the new Ornate Garden Suite. Now, this is a beautiful suite, and it's available to you starting April 1st. That's not an April Fool's joke. What might be an April Fool's joke is if you accidentally forget to place your final celebration order, and celebration is over tomorrow. So remember, all purchases of $50 or more or $100 or more get free Stampin' Up! Products as long as they're available. Okay, so today we are making 2 cards using the Ornate Garden Suite, and I'm going to be using stamps from the Ornate Thanks stamp set. Good morning, Melissa. It's great to see you. And we'll also be using one of the frames from the Ornate Layers frames. These are gorgeous. And then there's a special surprise from the Ornate Borders. So this is Ornate Layers and this is Ornate Borders. And I'm going to show you more of that as we go through this week. One of the questions at retreat was, how do you come up with designs, especially when you have something new? So generally speaking, as soon as I get something new, I go to the paper. That's just my thing. If you've been crafting with me over the last 5 years, you will know that that's my thing. And I love pretty paper. This paper is summertime times 10. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it makes me think of all the summer blooms that are in my garden. So we're going to start with something very simple this morning, but I'm going to show you a tip on how to use this ornate border to fit this card. All right? So I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to grab some cardstock. Now, what I'm using today, the Ornate Garden paper comes in mint macaron. This is old olive, and that's terracotta tile. It also has white and early espresso. Oops. As well as a new color called Bumblebee, which, of course, I don't have yet, but I can't wait to get my hands on it. So we're using a mint macaron card base, which measures 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. Now, all these measurements will be found over on my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle right after I'm done here, as soon as I can get photographs and a blog written. Okay, so I'm going to grab some snail. I put all my stuff away. I cleaned my room. I got all the prizes for our retreat all already. Oh my gosh. I feel so on top of things because, you know, usually I come home from retreat and I have to pack my whole craft room up. Look at this paper on the back. It's got gold foil. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, so I have to unpack my car. I have to carry everything upstairs. And, you know, I take almost my entire craft room. So bringing it all upstairs and putting it all away is a chore. Having a virtual retreat, I didn't have to leave the house. So I have a Whisper White base that's cut at 5 1/8 and 3 7/8, and then I have that piece of the Ornate Garden Suite, which is cut at 5 by 3 3/4. Don't worry, you don't have to write all this down. I promise it'll be out there later. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing. Good morning, and Debbie shared, and good morning, Sue Polinsky. It's good to see you again this morning, my friend. So these 2 layers are going to go right on here. Okay, again, this is just a sweet and simple design in how I start crafting, just so I can see how the colors work and how things go together. Okay, if I don't know, and then this just kind of gets the creativity flowing. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So now I cut a ornate border using this die, okay? But if you see, it's too long for the direction of my card. So what I'm going to do is get my Stampin' Trimmer out. Oh, and it's buried under here. Here it is. All right, sorry. So the layer of my designer series paper is 3/4 of an inch long. So I'm going to, I don't need my scoring blade. 3/4. How about 3 3/4? Good morning. I'm so happy to be here with you today. So I'm going to cut off one of the ends. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to line it up at 3 3/4. And I'm going to cut off the other end. While this is out, I want to make sure I got the right size here because I think I cut it too long. I did. I cut that at 4. I'm going to do this one again. 2, because I always have a spare in case I mess up stamping with you. Okay, so now we've trimmed this. It's going to fit right across our card. Now, I noticed that in my haste this morning, I didn't get all these pieces poked out. So I'm just going to take my pick tool. Use my take your pick tool. Yes, I can speak on Monday morning. And I'm just going to get all of those little pieces out. It won't take long. And it's kind of fun. Right? It feels like you've accomplished something when you get this all done. So I will tell you that the Ornate Garden Suite is going to be my featured suite for April's club. So stay tuned. I will have some photographs and signups later this week. And I can also tell you that I will have 2 free tutorials this month with the Ornate Garden Suite. So anytime you purchase any stamp set or dies or bundle or even whole suite, you're going to get a 12-card tutorial absolutely free from some of the top designers in the United States. And then any purchase, and it doesn't have to be the Ornate Garden Suite, any purchase over $40 will also get a free 4-card tutorial using the Ornate Garden Suite. All right, all that information will be up on my blog well, part of it will be up today. Okay, so I have the Ornate Thanks stamps. I'm using So Grateful, and what's the other one? Oh, So Grateful for All Your Help. And I'm going to use Early Espresso for So Grateful. And I want this to line up. So what I'm going to do is I am using my Stampin' Pierce mat because they're photopolymer stamps. And it doesn't have grids on it. Wouldn't that be nice? But I am going to line this up against the top of my mat. Okay, so hopefully that will help me get a straight line. I'm going to move this down so I can see where I'm going. And yes, I could be using my Stamparatus, and I probably should be. But for right now, we're freehanding it on a Monday morning. What do you think? That's brave. Now I have Old Olive. And this is For All Your Help. And this too, I'm freehanding. I know. Living on the edge, guys. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'll close those up before I stick my fingers in them. Okay. Now I have a little liquid glue because I do want this to be precise. And we all know I glue things crooked all the time. So I'm going to lay that right across here. Now look at that. That makes a beautiful border, doesn't it? Wow. I'm loving it. Yeah. Feel free to sing the McDonald's theme song now. That would be fine. Okay? That looks super cool. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. So it was kind of fun this weekend at retreat because we were talking about how many dimensionals people were going to go through. And in their goodie bag, they got a whole pack of dimensionals. And so we were laughing and joking about how many we thought we would go through. And we should have had, kept track. But yesterday afternoon, one of my ladies told me that she had gone through 3 entire sheets of dimensionals. That's how much crafting we were doing. I mean, we really were cooking with fire. Somebody said that they made 37 cards this weekend, plus a very, very ornate sampler that was part of my class offerings. I did a Peaceful Poppies sampler. Okay. And extremely ornate. So here we have this. I'm going to put this up, not quite centered, a little higher than center. Okay. And then I told you we were going to have that little sneak peek of the ornate borders. It happens to have 3 small, little blossoms or blooms. And with a glue dot, I'm going to attach this right here. And then in this suite, we also have these gilded gems that are absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to take one of these big ones and put it right here. And I really like this because we could use this like buttons too, right? Because it has those 3 little holes in there. Okay, so now we've made a super sweet and super simple card using brand new product. And this is a great way to figure out exactly what we're doing and what all of these colors look like together. So thanks for watching. We're going to explore more of this suite all week long right here at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle or here on my Facebook page at Making Memories with Michelle Irene. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a wonderful Monday, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.